Hi, everyone. I am so excited to be at LlewellynCon. This is awesome, and I hope everybody's doing great out there. Thank you so much for coming by today. I'm super excited because I have loved Llewellyn books for years. I'm a super fan, as many of you are as well, I'm sure. So what we're going to talk about today is one of the processes from my new book, Past Lives with Pets. And I thought it would be fun. The book is really filled with case studies from my clients. I've been a past life regressionist for the past 20 years. And so usually people come to see me for, serious issues relating to love, health, money. And sometimes while addressing some of the more challenging issues in life, my clients discovered that they have known their pet in a previous lifetime. And it's a really beautiful realization that people have because let's face it, I know you are probably a lover of animals just like I am. And, really nobody has your back like your pet. So doesn't it make sense because we're so connected to our pets that we have probably known them before? The answer is yes. That is what my clients have said. So when you read the book, there's lots of past life processes in the book that you can actually do yourself. You can use a recorder and go through those processes. And there's a lot of different kinds of exercises as well, including ones about how to recover from the grief of losing your pet. And then some of the fun exercises, like the one we're going to do today, we're going to go on a journey together so that we can get in touch with your animal spirit guide. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that 2020 has been a very challenging year, lots of changes going on. And I personally believe that I'm surrounded by guides all the time, angels, different spirit guides who are helping me out. But some of the most helpful guides that we can call on in these kinds of times are our animals. And so I've got my painting behind me. This is my wolf. The wolf is really one of my personal totems. And if you read my book, I have a story in there about my deep connection with dogs. I was attacked by a dog when I was 4 years old, and I healed my trauma from that with a past life regression. And during my regression, I went back to many, many lifetimes where I had been with dogs and they had been my beloved, trusted companions. And somehow just seeing that realization just helped me to just release the fear that I had been carrying around since childhood. And so it can be really, really powerful to go through these kinds of journeys. And so especially today, I just want us to go on a very gentle, relaxing journey where you'll be able to encounter one of your own animal totems. This could be one you've worked with before, but I always like to ask viewers to just be open-minded because you never know. I really believe that guides are coming to us either for a reason, a season, or for a lifetime. And so sometimes we have special guides who come in for certain chapters of our life. And we are all going through a very unusual chapter right now, to say the least. And so I hope this is going to be super helpful for you on your path and help you get some answers to questions that you may have and just support during this time that will carry you on into the future as we move forward. All right. So wherever you're at right now, it's going to be guided imagery. I'm going to be taking you through a relaxation. We're going to go into a very nurturing, peaceful space where you're going to have this visionary encounter with your guide. So I hope you are in a comfy place, in a chair, or you can be laying down, I suppose, for this part if you like, just as long as you're comfortable and relaxed. And so I'll keep my eyes open since, of course, I'm here with you now. But if you'd like to, go ahead and just close your eyes. Very good. And just go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose. And you're just breathing in peace and healing and relaxation. And You're just exhaling any tensions. And take another deep breath through your nose. And exhale. Very good. And I want you to imagine that there is a beautiful beam of pure white light coming down into the top of your head. And just allow this light to move in through the top of your head. You can either feel it or just know that it's there as it's moving down, 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 through your forehead, into your eyes, into your nose. You just feel it moving into your jaw as you just breathe in love and light and exhale. Tensions, very good. You're just relaxing your jaw as that loving light moves into your neck, and it's moving down, 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 through your neck, into your shoulders, down, 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 into your elbows, into your wrists, your hands, your fingers. That lovely light is moving through your shoulder blades, down into your heart center, down into your stomach. Very good. And just breathe as that light moves into your lungs. You're breathing in peace and healing and love. And exhaling peace and healing and love. So relaxed as that light moves down, 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 down to the base of the spine. It's traveling into your legs, into your knees, your ankles, and down, down, down into the soles of your feet. Just allow this loving light to pour through you like a waterfall. And it's just carrying away all of the tensions from today and just allowing them to move down, 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 out the soles of your feet, into the earth. Just imagine that you can send that light through your feet into our earth, sending a healing, loving energy into earth as you connect with the earth through the soles of the feet, and you connect with the above through the crown of the head. That light's getting stronger and stronger, and it pours out of your heart center, creating a beautiful golden ball of light that surrounds you by about 3 feet in all directions. And you just feel yourself floating inside this lovely golden ball of light. In this light, you are safe, you're secure, you're totally carefree, and you're just noticing that within this golden light that only that which is of your highest good can come through. Very nice. You're continuing to breathe. You're continuing to relax. And I want you to imagine now there is a doorway in front of you. You can either see the doorway, you can feel the doorway, or just have an inner knowing this doorway is there. So go ahead now and walk or float through the door. Be there now, however it is you do that, and notice that you're inside a beautiful space. Just notice if you're indoors or you may be outdoors in a beautiful place in nature. Feel the peaceful energy that surrounds you, and just know that in this place you are very safe, secure, and relaxed. Taking a time to just connect with this loving energy where you feel supported. I want you to imagine that off in the distance, you see something floating or walking or flying towards you. And imagine that they are getting closer and closer now. And as they get closer, you notice that this is your animal guide. So go ahead now and just imagine that you can notice this. You can either see this lovely guide, you can just feel their presence, or you can have an inner knowing that the guide has joined you. And if you're not having a visual, imagine that you can ask your higher self, what is this guide? What kind of an animal is this? Or a bird or creature who's come to join you today? Go ahead and notice the first thing that pops into your mind. Very good. Imagine that you can ask this special animal any questions about things that you need answers to at this time. And just notice what they tell you or show you. How long has this guide been working with you? What special things does this guide help you with? Imagine that you can recall some of the things that this guide has helped you with that maybe you were not aware of before. Imagine that they can show you or talk to you about the things they'd helped with in the past. And that it's easy to go, oh wow, you know what? I can see where this guide must have been helping me create that special time in my life. And why have they come today? What special message does your animal guide have for you? And how does this information relate to the things that you're going through right now in your current life in June of 2020? Very good. Imagine now that you can just take a moment to just really feel the unconditional love and the high regard that your guide has for you. Feel that love and allow that love to move into every single cell in your being, starting from the tips of your toes, moving through the soles of your feet, moving up, 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 through your legs into your knees, up, 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 to the base of the spine. It's moving through your torso. You're just breathing in that loving energy, breathing in the love into every single cell in the body as that love moves into your heart, through your arms, into your neck and shoulders, and into your mind. You're just filled with love and peace. Imagine that your guide can give you clear directions about the next steps that the two of you will take together on your soul journey. Imagine they can show you, or they may tell you. Or they may advise you that perhaps they can come to you in your dreams or during other meditation times that you have. Very good. So just take another moment and see if the guide has any other wisdom to tell you or share today. And just notice what you notice. Very good. And just imagine that you can just thank this guide for being here today, for being there for you, and for assisting you in your soul journey. And imagine they're just saying, I love you, and you can say, I love you too. And you're just loving each other and feeling these positive vibrations. And just imagine as you're sharing that love, that your lovely guide is just going to turn and float, walk, gallop, fly, or however it is that they do that, back to where they came from. And you can just pause for a moment as you notice them just disappearing from sight. And you just turn your attention back to this lovely space and this peaceful energy that you're surrounded by. And you're just noticing how much better you feel than you did when you got here, because you're just filled with this new information and this loving energy and this full recognition of a helper who's looking out for you and has your best interests in mind. Very good. So go ahead now and just imagine that you can turn around and walk or float back through the door that you came through and go back out to where you started your journey, closing the door behind you. Go ahead and be there now, back where you started. Peaceful and relaxed. You are still surrounded by a golden ball of light. You're knowing that within this golden ball, that only that which is of your highest good can come through. And you recognize that you can carry this loving light with you always into all of your interactions today and in the future. Very good. So you're just remembering the wisdom that you learned today from your special guide and just knowing all is well. So in a moment, when I count to 5, you're going to come back feeling awake, refreshed, and better than you did before. 5, you're grounded, centered, and balanced. 4, you're remembering the loving messages and you're continuing to process the information that you received today in your dreams tonight. So by tomorrow morning, you will be fully integrated into this new energy and information. 3, you are driving safely and you're always being safe in every single activity that you do. 2, you're carrying that loving feeling with you, knowing that only that which is of highest good is coming to you always. 3, grounded, centered, and balanced. 2, 1, and you're back. All right, are you awake? How did it go? I can't wait to hear. Did you see a guide you were familiar with? Or was this new? Did you get some good information that's going to help you on your journey? I certainly hope so. There's tons of exercises like this in Past Life with Pets. So I hope you'll check it out. And so what we're going to do now, in just a moment, we're going to open up the comment window, and I am very nosy. So I would love to hear what just happened if you'd like to share it with us. And I'm going to go ahead and respond to some of your comments for the next few minutes. Alrighty. So let me take a look. Just a moment. I think we're loading that now. Okay. Oh my goodness. Gina, this is amazing. Gina says she met a dolphin called Mahala. That's amazing, Gina. How awesome. Lisa, is there a replay? I think there is. And also in the book, one of the things I encourage you to do always is to record these on an app so that you can replay them, because you do really get a lot out of these journeys when you do them different times, because different guides show up, right? So that's a great question. Oh my goodness. Patty saw Artemis, Candace saw a stag, and Rachel saw a deer. That's so sweet. I love deer. Rachel, how gentle and kind. Emma said she saw a cute little water snake. That is so cute. And oh my goodness, Kathleen. Wait, I'm trying to scroll. Wow, y'all are really okay. We've got a gray wolf. We've got a bee from Holly. There's a bee story in the book. You'll have to check that out, Holly. Catherine saw a wolf with bright blue eyes. Simone, a snowy owl and an alligator. How amazing! Hey, have y'all seen this book, Ted Andrews? You need to check this out too. This is one of my favorite all-time books of all time. This is a Llewellyn classic. If you do not have this in your library, because all of these animals that y'all are bringing up, if you read Animals Speak, the late great Ted Andrews, who by the grace of God, I did get to meet him. He's wonderful, but he tells you what this means. Like if you're out in nature and you run across a snowy owl, which would be really awesome, right? Like he tells you what that means spiritually. So I highly recommend that book to get to the deeper meanings. But of course, there's that aspect of you met the guide in the space. The guide's telling you personal messages, and those are personal to you. But anyway, it's fun. Okay, I got to look back. Oh, yes. Okay, Barbara says yes to Ted Andrews. Yes, right? Oh my goodness, a golden retriever. Severus met a golden retriever. I'm squinting because I don't have my glasses on, y'all. So it's not you, it's me. Okay, everybody's Chris saying yes to Ted Andrews. Lisa says yes. Summer met a floating white plant being. That is so cool. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't ever want to direct it too much, because whoever walks through the door, that's who you're meant to meet, right? I mean, and so the bottom line is, of course, to receive the messages and just see who shows up. And each time it can be different. Also, I have a YouTube channel at Past Life Lady. There is another version of this journey on my YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube and just put Past Life Lady in the search box, there is a whole playlist about past lives with pets. Here's my book. And I have another book from Llewellyn called Meet Your Karma. So I've got a playlist about that too. And I've got some journeys like this there as well. Okay, let me get back to your comments. Hang on. All right, so Marnie saw an Indian elephant. How awesome is that? I love India. And that sounds like it could have a past life connection. So check into it. Interesting. Ash says she got a message from her rescue dog. That is so cute. A chocolate lab. Lady Raven connected with Raven. That is so wonderful. Isn't it neat when you get to connect? She's saying that she hadn't connected with that in a long time, her Raven. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I meet my wolf. Sometimes I meet other animals. And they're always there for a reason at the perfect moment. Hey, Emma. is thanking me. Emma, it's my joy. It's my pleasure. I thank you for watching this. Will, I thank you too. Thanks for being here. Y'all are so sweet. You know what? I love Llewellyn. Like I am so freaking out that they are my publisher. I feel like the luckiest person alive. So a huge shout out to Llewellyn for putting this together and just for everything they do. They have, they've got amazing authors. I've always been a huge fan also, not only of all of Ted Andrews' books, because he wrote about auras and everything, but did you ever read Scott Cunningham? Oh my goodness. All of the candle magic and the herbs and everything. I love that stuff. So I'm a huge fan. So I don't want to geek out too much, but I love them. Anyway, okay, so Jennifer connected with 2 cats who were in spirit, and then they brought her to a bunny and deer. Isn't that so interesting that so many people have connected with deer? That is super cool. I love it. Llewellyn, y'all are wonderful. Anyway, I can't say enough. Okay, so Jennifer is an animal empath. That's amazing. In the book, I talk about, I do energy healing as well. And my regression process kind of combines energy healing with regression. And so I used to do a lot of healing with animals, especially horses, because I live in Texas. So I was always getting called out to barns and things like that to send healing to horses. And sometimes I'd go out to see dogs whose owners left them at the vet while they went out of town. And of course your dog isn't happy. He wants to be let out of jail, So anyway, it was kind of fun to do that. And so I'm connecting with a lot of different people ever since this book came out. They're sending me pictures of their little animals. So if you want to connect social media, my Facebook page is at Past Life Lady. So, come on by. Share some pet stories with me. I love it. Okay, so I am seeing who else. Thank you, Severus. Thank you, Marie Christopher. We've got Dixie met with a white and brown wolf. That is so cool. And Brittany does animal guide tarot readings. And Grace the Doe is her guide. I'm telling you, as soon as I'm done with this, if I didn't have to look away from y'all, I would go read Ted Andrews right now and see what he's saying about the deer. Because, like sometimes when other people around you are having that come to you, maybe it's a sign for all of us. We need to check this out. Some deer medicine. To me, deer are very gentle. I just, there's just something innocent there that's beautiful. Anyway. What else do we have? Thanks, Catherine. All right. So I think we've got about 20 seconds left. You are a joy and you are wonderful. I know this has been a super challenging year for a lot of people, and just know that I'm keeping you in my prayers. And I know that, things are changing, but what has been such a blessing when you have Llewellyn putting events together like this, I feel like there's just so many more people that are able to connect, that it is amazing. And so when we get back out in public, which I know we will do at some point, I will really look forward to meeting some of you in person in the world. But meanwhile, I have had a lot of fun doing these virtual events, and I certainly hope to see you at some of those in the future. All right. So I'm sending you lots of love and prayers.